Well, I tell you what, we have an absolutely perfect Midwestern afternoon for football at EA All-Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hands up. Lady. Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Hands up.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Sack City, baby.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Check 20.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, echo. Here we go. 93, 52, 93. There's a head.
Another chance for Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Kill, 368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go, Cam. Hey, Foxtrot.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. There we go. 58, boys, 58.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
First down, Cardinals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. This is Scarborough. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Murray going to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton, he's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 for Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
368. Hey, Orbit.
58's the money. 58's the money. Bring it.
This will be Dalton again, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Dalton now, a pass. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it first and goal at the 7. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And it'll be Dalton again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
Watch this.
58, right over
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and...
Oh, wide open, complete! And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 36, Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Murray with a third and long. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's Dalton. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, I-7.
58's the mark. 58's the mark. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Right
over there.
To throw again, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, that QB's trapped.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So on fourth down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And some room to work. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Spins past him. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Ready. Mike 57. Mike 57. 54. 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Ready. Mike 57. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run. This is Blue. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Alfred Blue. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. The point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Bernard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get.
Rager.
Mike 2. Mike 2.
What we got? Bravo.
Here we go. Choose the mic. Coming, baby.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Able to find Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. First down, Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton, he's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
52, 93, 44.
From the gun, Dalton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Here's Dalton. Under Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, that's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Pirine. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Pirine. And an alley to run. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's make these babies crawl on the way back. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now Pirine. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
At the 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Cardinals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll be on the road next week